The Kaspa Industrial Initiative will take this project, along with cryptocurrency as a whole, to an entirely higher level. In this video, we'll go over their detailed plans, which are laid out on the new KII website, to really ascertain how talented this group of tech executives are. We can look directly to Serhat, whose specialty is building video games. He created the Far Cry series. For everybody who doesn't have exposure to the video game culture, Far Cry was a leading selling video game for years, and they have came out with an entire series of sequels after the first one was such a hit. And this is just showing us that this boardroom is all leaders in their field, exactly like Serhat is with Far Cry, although their specialties delve far more into tech, environmental, and energy resource. Starting out with the chief in charge of the whole entire shindig. We're speaking of Paul Vincent, and we can see he has history at the European Arab World Summary. Whenever you're talking about the Arab world and energy specifically, with all of these billions of dollars made from the oil industry, anyone who's a tech executive in that field is sitting at the biggest tables with the biggest players on planet Earth. He traces back to Germany side by side with Yes Capital. And a lot of the projects that he's working on, including DII, Desert Energy, as well as KII, have a lot of reminiscence of the original DAG project called Quitmere, where they actually hooked the ASICs up to the oil rigs where they were drilling directly into the ground. And the excess methane gas was used to fuel the ASICs. Looking at Monsieur Vincent's LinkedIn page, we can see this phrase coined by BlackRock that has to do with climate change and environmental regulation. It's transition. We can see directly on BlackRock homepage, there it is again, transition investing. Back on LinkedIn, you can see other similar web pages to Mr. Vincent's also using this word transitioning, showing us in the future how important being in tune with climate regulation is going to be. So how does this play into Kaspa, a cryptocurrency running on ASICs? We all realize that the block DAG structure, yes, is the most environmentally efficient of all ASICs because block DAG doesn't orphan blocks, therefore not wasting so much electricity. Once we dive into another team member on the KII board, we see that they're getting Kaspa ready to fall in line with the transition climate change regulation. They will be first up for this new type of ASIC that board member Rory is working on. It's called a photonic chip, aka photonic mining. What this means on a science level is instead of using the electron molecule to power the ASIC, they use the photon molecule, which will make it exponentially as efficient. Imagine 10 years in the future, photonic ASICs are now available, the KS33. How profitable they'll be to run using only a fraction of electricity. So all of these all-star board members with their government energy connections and their new tech ASIC minings, what are their goals for Kaspa? And we can see this mapped out clearly on the KII homepage. Of course, there's cross-border payments, real-world tokenization, DeFi, as well as stable coins on Kaspa. This is just the tip of the iceberg, though, as we look into recognition as a global reserve asset. To define what a reserve asset is, we look here. A reserve asset must be readily available to monetary authorities, easily transferable, and a physical asset commonly controlled by policymakers. Reserve assets include currencies, commodities, or other financial capital held by monetary authorities to finance trade imbalance and check the impact of foreign exchange fluctuations. Getting back to Yes Capital, from Germany. This is exactly where Paul von Sant's headquarters is, out of Germany. Yes Capital seed funded alongside Kaspa reserve rights. Of course, the goal for reserve rights is to create a form of reserve currency to help entrepreneurs that are in third world countries, specifically if they own timber yards, mining gravel pits, or oil refineries. When you hear it put bluntly, creating a reserve asset for worldwide governments, that does seem fairly lofty. Keep in mind, reserve rights, a similar project goal that was also funded by Yes Capital. An enormous amount of that float was purchased by PayPal, showing that the use case is real for cryptocurrency acting as a reserve asset in the future. Scrolling even farther into the website, we can see digital identity, secure access to government services. A great example of this is from our call out in November, Zetrix. This project has strong ties to the Chinese Communist government. Whenever you buy a car in China, your license plate is an NFT registered at the DMV of China through Zetrix. Zetrix already has a $16 billion market cap right now. They just won't list it on Coin Market Cap. And we're going to talk about other projects in the AI sector that aren't listed on Coin Market Cap right now, but have amazing futures for the 2025 bull run. Zooming out at the KII website, the goals seem amazing and almost lofty, but once we break them down, backtest them, cross-reference them through using our 24-point checklist guide, we're able to verify that this can be obtained. How many of us are actively searching YouTube, trying to absorb as much information about cryptocurrency as possible? We all did this years ago as I was transferring from a stock day trader, getting interested in the cryptocurrency market. I was trying to learn what is a layer 2, absorbing as much information as I could about crypto through watching various YouTube videos. We've got a way to put that knowledge on a fast track. The 24-point checklist. When you're going around reading blogs and articles about crypto, the problem is we all know while they sound very educated and tech savvy, by the time you're done reading the article, you got to ask yourself, what does that have to do with price action? Usually it's absolutely nothing. These 24 points all target price growth on cryptocurrency. So you're utilizing your research time productively. We have over half a dozen of them already fleshed out for you with multiple web tools. The majority are in the artificial intelligence sector of cryptocurrency. On top of that, we've got a full charting library. So all of our buy alerts and trading plan callouts inside of most of these groups, you'll just get a buy alert the day of. And unless you have your laptop open with money on the exchange, a lot of times you can miss the majority of that move. We plan all of our trades ahead of time, looking for ideal setups and anticipating what's going to happen with price. Therefore, when that scenario unfolds, we can pull the trigger with an added level of confidence. And all of these buy alerts will correlate directly to our charting library. This is something that none of the other VIP groups offer. A few weeks ago, when the market was very red, we started putting together hot lists of different market cap size crypto projects. In our list of $100 million market cap and under is absolutely rocketing to the upside, and there's a lot more expected growth to come. Come check out our group. Get your hands on these blank 24-point checklists and videos explaining how to fill them out. Save yourself loads of time on research. You're hiring on a team of investment assistants to do loads of work for you, as we've already fleshed loads of these out, and you've got an extra set of eyes looking at the charts for you, setting up trades that you can take a look at yourself and utilize your best judgment which ones you want to jump on board with. Thanks for checking out this video, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.